Athena Education. For social grace.
There are certain standards that we set for a teaching and learning process. At the same time, we say that we have to go beyond the classroom for the learning process and teaching process. So, how we should make sure having the standards and also make the student learning independently beyond the classroom?
The question is, why is teaching and learning? If there is an answer, then why there should be classroom teaching, or teaching should go beyond classrooms. Some of the great men like Steve Jobs and beyond, they were never the best students. They were dropouts at many stages. But they proved to the world they can contribute the best. Take Thomas Alva Edison, take the wartime Prime Minister of UK. There are many. So what does that make us think? What is the purpose of learning and how it is affected by classroom learning? If I ask a question, why should I learn? And where I learned well? If I take my own life experience, I was never a good learner in the classrooms. Learning has a purpose. What is that purpose? Learning is not to mug up concepts. Learning is not for answering questions. Learning should be never put for an anxiety of answering a question. In many classrooms, learning happens, two people are anxious, 2 or 3 or 4. Who is the most anxious person in a classroom? Teacher. Why teacher is anxious? She wants the student to answer the way her questions are taught. Why teacher's anxiety? If the students will not perform in mark for her questions, the management will come across to her, the parents will come across to her. So her question is a concern for the teacher, a concern for the parent, a concern for the school management, a concern for the child. Because everybody came together for one purpose, answer a question. Suppose this question and answer was removed. Before I go, and another aspect of a classroom teaching is, beyond answering a question, the teacher is expecting the child to answer the way the teacher wants. Why can't the child answer something different? No. My way. So that means the teacher wants every child to become like the teacher. What is the knowledge of the child? Knowledge of the teacher. What happens if the child has higher knowledge than teacher? What would happen if every teacher thinks that the child should know better than me? If that has to happen, what has to be the level of teaching and learning in classrooms and how it is possible? So that makes me think that teaching has to take the focus away from question and answers to the child's ability to understand the concepts of math, science, history and other subjects. History is events of the past. How it will repeat in future is history all about. Maths is measured ways of analyzing this nature. Science is the concepts of nature. So, a child, by learning these concepts, has to find answers to his own problems. What are his problems? If I carelessly walk, I will fall down. Why? Whole science comes there. If I run, if I have a method to run, I can run faster. Why and how? How I can climb steps, how I can climb trees, how I can run away from animals, how I can sometimes fight with an animal if it is your enemy. Everything learning is for me. Right from my sleeping, right from my eating, right from my day-to-day life, right from my relationship with friends, playing, behaving, everything is modified and developed by the learning. So, take the question answers away, allow the child to find the problems when he applies. In the problems of his own life, he will find everything he learned in the classroom by concepts, by history, by experiences, or experimented by him. Now he loves learning. Now he knows how to solve his problems, how to find the risk of his problems, and connect his problems and find answers. If that was classroom teaching, the teaching need not be in the classroom. Teaching can be in the classroom, teaching can be in a kitchen, teaching can be in a canteen, teaching can be under the tree, teaching can be anywhere, because whatever the teacher is going to teach is to enable the child to connect to himself and to the nature. Why to the nature? Is there anything we live with, we do without the nature? It is always there. So we need to not only learn how to live, to balance with the nature and balance with the rest of humanity. So the learning now go beyond classroom, beyond question answer, beyond applying to me, to apply to the nature and apply to the rest of the nature lives, human beings and others. Here comes the child a need not only to learn the concept, but skills. Skills how to apply this. And he will need multiple skills. So, the first skill is the skills of the nature. Throw a stone, it comes down. So, anything will come down, and they come down at different speed is something I will use. If I don't use this skill of the nature, or where you will see water flowing from a higher altitude to lower altitude, it's a principle of nature. You will see when materials burn, it results into light and heat, gives out carbon dioxide, skill of nature. When you see that, when you eat food, you need oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide. The same carbon dioxide the plants are using to create food for you. There is a cycle happening. So what if you cut away all the trees? You will not have food and you will not have even oxygen, because you take oxygen and give carbon dioxide. Interdependence. When I learn to live with my knowledge, my skills, I should know that they are equally useful to me and is equally useful for nature, because everything goes in an interdependence, including sunrise, sunset, moonrise, moonset, everything, tidal waves, clouds, rain clouds, rain. Look, the nature skills, integral part of our skills, while we learn to apply to us and apply to the nature and protect it and recycle it and interconnect it. But the problems are not over. Now man has improved in such a way, while he adapts to the nature, his life and nature is interconnected. Methods, here comes machines. In the kitchen, I have oven, I have fridge, I don't know what machines I don't have. As I walk out, every dress has been stitched and designed by machines. My car is a machine, AC is a machine, light is a machine, escalator is a machine, elevator is a machine. Hundreds of machines are working together with me to work with the nature. So if I do not know the skills of machine, applications of machine, methods of handling the machine, my knowledge of science, my question answers that I struggled in the classroom is of no use to me. So therefore, I should go and apply the machine skills to the nature skills to live, and I learn for it. Now man's life is not over. Today the digital skills, entire communication is sitting in the digital skill, and you can physically see things through videos, through YouTubes, capturing videos, talking, conference, research, writing. Everything is in a digital platform, and if I don't have the digital skill with me, along with the machine skills, I am unable to adapt to the nature skills. So again, classroom learning, I should be backed by skills of machine, skills of digital. Added to the problem is artificial intelligence coming in and saying that, okay, whatever repetitive jobs now you don't have to do, these artificial intelligence and robotic skills will take over. So when I study in a classroom, what is the use of me learning to answer questions, secure marks, prove to the unknown? But it is more important for me to adapt myself and adapt to the nature, to the inner skills of the nature by using skills of machine, skills of digital, skills of artificial intelligence. So learning can no more be in the classrooms. Learning is everywhere, anywhere. Learning is nothing but environment and situations. And if any school thinks that the way I think, and take away the importance of competition, comparison and mark, take away the importance of answering to teacher questions, allow the child to question, allow the child to create question, allow children to find answers, connected to everything, as I said, I think schools will have outstanding learning performance.
Athena Education for Social Grace. Athena Education is the leading educational institution in UAE.